You never know, man. Trip out on these competitions. Yeah. You just never freaking know. Good luck, everybody. Can't wait to see everybody. This is going to be awesome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Born to Tint Podcast. I'm Ricky. Glad to be here with my big brother, Josh.
How's it going, everybody? Today we have Marcus, part of the Green Valley Dream Team for this year, WFCT. Just had a little conversation of our plan of attack and what's going on going into the competition. Check it out. DQ'd last year because he was coaching his guys not in his turn.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They'll if someone notices and they report you, you're going to get tossed instantly. That's the one difference between WFR... Tinner battles and WFCT. Like there's no talking.
I'm gonna tell my wife. Well, I told him don't talk to anybody. I'm like, do not make a comment to anybody because they will deem you.
Are we gonna release that video that I shot as a full video, Jordan? The one we just shot where you're releasing the clips of the tips and tricks for
No. There's way too much stuff that's random going on.
Damn. All right. Well, tell them to watch the clips that we just put out. That was the one piece of advice I gave everybody is when you hit the competition floor, that's when competition started, not when the clock starts. As soon as you walk on, go straight to your station, start prepping your stuff. Don't pay attention to anything else. Don't waste any of that time. That is free time to get everything extra done so you can just devote all of the actual time to the installation.
Did they say, you can tell I didn't read anything, how much time they're giving?
16 minutes. No, 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20 round one, 16 round two.
20 minutes round one.
Yeah. They're going shorter for the finals this time?
But wait, is finals both windows?
No, I wouldn't think so. It's probably just the top
That
split.
tripped me out last year when I was watching you. I was like, Veronica's like, what is Ricky doing? I'm like, I don't know, but I think they put in both windows.
Yeah, that was a little surprise. As we walked up and picked our film up and went to Brian to figure out which window we were on. He's like, all right, you're tinting side A and the top. And we're like, oh, what? He's like, yep, y'all just found out. And I was like, same amount of time? He's like, yep. I'm like, okay, the whole game plan I just came up with in my head is now useless.
You know, that's good because Lyric's having a hard time. It's funny because he has a raw talent with freehanding. So I'm trying to teach him how to feather so he doesn't hit the gasket. But he was about 20 minutes doing the panel. So if I can get him down to 15 and his nerves don't kick in, I think he'll be fine.
Well, but if they force us to do 3 windows in 20.
Well, yeah. I'm doing the metal today. When I get home, I'm cutting the metal to put on the frame to kind of mimic it so he can practice how to cut the piece and everything.
Yeah, that's going to be, I think that will be the window. And that makes judging a lot easier because there's going to be people that, half the field that doesn't finish, the half that does finish, and then all your imperfections are going to stick out because you just had to get it done.
I need to clean my tanks in my bag. Are you bringing your...
I'm using a spray bottle, man. I'm not going off what I use. Sorry.
So the only thing I'm worried about, which I was telling Lyric this, which I'm happy you said that, the pressurized tank is too strong. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, look you can clean your window. So I showed him something really cool. I'm like, clean the window, boom. I grabbed my hard card, put it under the gasket, I'm gonna spray it. And then I grabbed a paper towel, I'm gonna look at all that dirt. I'm like, that's what when I was in West Virginia, that's when I got 100% on my window. But when I went into finals with you.
That was me.
Was that you? You weren't there.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't there because he was moving slow. I'm like, why the fuck is Ricky moving slow? And then I saw you cleaning your back window. Yeah. So mad at that. But I messed up. And my wife's like, rip it off and redo it. I'm like, no. In my head, I'm going, no, they're going to deem me too many points. But my sprayer, it was so strong on that window. I cleaned it. But when I hit it, I was like, and I put my film on, I'm like, oh, fuck me. Look at all that debris.
When I went to seal my top out, I had a paper towel on my card. And as I was doing the swipe, thankfully my film didn't pull up. Because after I got it out underneath that, because that's what I was going to do last year. It was like, all right, I'm actually going to have 25 minutes to do one window. I'm going to pull my gaskets this time. I'm going to clean everything behind it, and I'll be good. Because in Virginia, that was the one thing that almost screwed me. Is after I made that one swipe, I saw how much dirt came out with that swipe, and I was like, thank you for not peeling up on me. Because if my film would have pushed up, I would have just sucked in a ton of dirt. And then, there was one little spot at the top where it did have a teeny bit of dirt, and I was like,
what happened with your corner? I noticed you shoved a paper towel and a hard card in there.
Oh, that was top right corner. No, that was the bottom right corner. Was it the top right or bottom? Right. Top right. Yeah, it just was a wonky cut. And I knew I needed it to dry so I could actually put a chiseler on it to flatten it and get it to grab. So as soon as I got to that point and I knew I had the time, it was like, all right, let me just fold this up real nicely and pin it down. And
I hit it with my nail. So you know how you push the film against the frame? I freaking went with my nail. So when I cut it, that all lifted back and they circled that whole thing. I was like, damn it.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just a bad cut, and I was trying to get it. Like I actually ended up trimming a little bit of it off, and I almost went back and trimmed more. And I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna let it lie, and hopefully it doesn't pop on me. But
you never know, man. I trip out on these competitions.
Yeah.
You just never freaking know.
Yeah. There's so many people there that are so skilled. It's just, do you have a good day?
I told Lyric, I'm like, what's cool is competing with everybody. I think it's really cool, and it's just me, is being top 8. I'm like, that's pretty badass feeling. Even if you don't win, I'm like, you were literally in that group. You were 8 best in the world that attended WFCT, because there's plenty of guys that just don't come.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm like, that's a pretty cool feeling.
that's the biggest point in contention when anything gets posted about the competition. Well, I have a buddy who's this, and he's so big. And it's like, okay, we know there's installers that aren't able to make it, or they don't realize they can literally reach out to their manufacturer and have them sponsor them and go. It's just, you have to ask, you know? And well, I guess
or they're a sub that's just really good, and they're not trying to promote their business, and they've got plenty of work. Cause it's like the PR part of it's a big part for me. Like saying that you won is awesome to promote your business. But if you're an installer that doesn't care about promoting it, then.
But but even if you're a sub, like, hey, you'll be able to promote yourself to every other company that is going to hire you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like a really good sub that's got 20 years in that already has work being thrown at them left and right. They don't give a shit.
And they don't have time. Some people are like, dude, I'm too booked, man. I can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's only downfall about it happening in the middle of the week. But what are you going to do?
I'm pretty happy that Window Foam Depot is really cool, because they're bummed. They wanted a sponsor. Like, what do we need to do? I'm like, already with Solar Guard and Green Valley and Tint Wiz. And he's like, next year? And I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, for giving me the time off and like letting me do this, I'll make sure I do a shout out. But I'm like, so he's like, well, let me know next year, because they want to get all over it. So I was like, of course. But I told him, I'm like, I'm with Tint Wiz for life, dude. I'm like, I've been good friends with David since he owned a LA Tint, and I've known Eric for a long freaking time, and he's always took care of my family. So
yeah, no,
I'm stoked.
Well, it's cool that they're being cool about it too, man. I'm glad you found a good spot.
Yeah, I'm happy right now, regional manager, and then I actually have my review tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see. It's been almost 4 months now, going on 4 months.
So it seems like it's sticking.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Chris told me he wants me to retire. He goes, I don't want to see you hopping companies no more. I was like, all right. I told him a couple of stipulations I had. I help out my brother and you guys whenever you guys need help. But other than that, I'm like, I'm all yours. Let's just keep on rocking, hang sticky shit, and make money.
Oh, that's, that works.
That's a t-shirt right there.
Hang sticky shit and make money. That's Scott Iverson. Scott Iverson. That's his saying.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I met him, he's like, you ready to go hang some sticky shit? And I'm like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound like Scott. 100% sounds like Scott.
When Scott was young.
Yeah.
Speaking of Scott, is Donovan coming out?
We got to call him today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it'd be good. So we can actually still hopefully make some money while we're all gone.
Oh, is he going to take care of stuff while you're gone?
I think so.
Dope.
I think he was able to rearrange his schedule. So I got to call him and verify
Still
that.
never met the kid. I still never met his son. And
Oh, you guys were out here at the same time last time too, huh?
I've known Scott since I got back with Campbell 2015.
Damn, 10 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's we brought him back out in June. We had one of our guys take a week off, so it was like, "Hey, I need you for a week." He's like, "What do you got?" I'm like, "Well, I'm down an installer, so what I typically get for a week, like, I know I threw some kind of guarantee at him, and at the time, I think we had like a job booked, and it was just like, all right, we'll get the work. I'm not worried about it. I have faith that we'll get the work, and we did. He was able to sell all the jobs and
There's
get
a
him
lot
booked
of
for
work
the
here in Vegas.
yeah.
That was cool too, because he like showed up with the whole family and made a vacation of it. Like they were here like vacationing while he was tinting. So
That's cool.
Yeah, he drove out his trailer, and he was like, "Can I use one of your vans?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, take it."
That's what I'm going to be doing in
Go.
Hawaii. I have a bunch of projects I have to do for Window Foam Depot in Hawaii, and I'm like, I'm going to fly my son out to help me out in Kauai, and then I'll have my wife come out when I'm in Honolulu and just chill. I'm like, I'm working from 9 to 5 because it's military recruiting stations, and I'm like, chill, go to the beach. When I get back, we'll go get some good food.
yeah,
I was like, screw it.
Need a sub?
I might actually for Honolulu. One of you guys want to come?
Yeah, I could talk my wife into that. I easily could talk my wife into that.
when is it?
I'll probably start. I have to go to Massachusetts the end of September for 2 weeks, so probably like the middle of October.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't go nowhere.
we'll have a class. We have a class 20th or 23rd to the 26th.
See, I told Lyric I want to get him to come to one of your classes. I'm like, it's dope, dude. I'm like, it's different than having me tell you because I'm your dad.
Yeah.
When it comes from someone else, you're like, he didn't teach me this way. And it's like, because I'm your dad.
Yeah, no, we need to, beyond the 2 classes we have booked right now, I need to set up a class for a 2-day just pure installation class, because there was a fair amount of people that had put themselves or asked about it, and they were like, just want to learn the trade. Didn't know, not an auto installer, not anything, just but wants to get into learning flat glass. And I was like, all right, we need to make a class just for that. Do 2-day, strictly installation, no glass meter, no sales.
Let's do it.
Like, just need to turn out installers, which I think that class will be, I don't want to say easier,
You need to add
but
skylights in here.
oh god,
Add them like right on the top so they can practice on doing skylights. That would be cool.
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea. Although most of the time nowadays, when I come across a skylight, we're going exterior.
Yeah, because a lot of them are laminated.
Yeah. Well, and it's
Especially
just
the malls.
a lot of times they're wanting heat rejection anyway, so it's like I can.
If I can get to your roof, it's way easier.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for WFCT?
Yeah, actually, I've been doing a lot of security film. So it's kind of like it was kind of like right before Tinder battles. All I was doing was security film for NGS. So I'm ready. I feel pumped.
Yeah, hopping to regular film after that
Yeah.
is super easy.
Got all my tools. I'm going to get some tools from Fusion when I get there and be ready to rock it.
That's who I got to call. I got to call Nick. He reached out to me, which I figured I actually know what it was because Jordan ended up texting both of us for during SEMA, trying to find a babysitter for their kid during SEMA. So I'm feeling that's why Nick reached out to me. But at the same time, I know that the boys want some tools, which I had one of my guys ask, like, so like, are they going to be? I'm like, dude, they'll be there. They'll have their trailer. They'll have all their tools. You can put your hands on everything, and then what you want, just let me know, and I'll talk to them.
Yep.
So speaking of tools, I'm sure you guys are getting the same ads I am. I want to get your thoughts on it because we got to get one just to try it and make a
14
video
inches?
of it.
Oh,
That
the
thing,
monster.
It looks insane. It doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it would have good leverage. I don't know.
I talked. So I
You know
messaged
anybody
him.
has tried it?
I haven't tried it. I'm actually going to message him again to see if he'll bring it to the event because I do want to try it. But I asked him, like, how is it on security film? He said it wasn't meant for security film. It's meant for solar. I want to try it because I want to see, because you have 2 handles. Is that putting equal pressure?
So I feel like a longer lever is better than 2 handles and a wider blade, but it'd be fun to play with
down
at
to try
least.
it. The monster.
It's something we got to do like a demo video of and just try it and give it feedback on it.
I wanted to reach out to him and let him know I want to make a video of it. I mean, the hate he's getting, I think, is uncalled for because everyone installs their own way. I mean, my opinion on it, I think I don't like to go bigger. I don't even like Fusion's 8-inch. Like, I don't think you're going to save that much time, and it's not going to be, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that more efficient to use it, but at the same time, I'm not going to knock it. I want to try it. I tip my hat to him. Like, actually putting himself out there and creating something, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool as shit.
It seems like a really cool tool for someone that has really bad carpal tunnel. Instead of focusing on one hand, he can use 2 hands, which takes the pressure away.
Yeah.
So that would be something cool too.
Yeah. But
Now, who's going to design the belt to hold that?
That's the other thing is, what do you
That's
do
my
when you're not
objection to
using
it.
it?
If any, that's also my biggest suggestion to go into the 8-inch squeegee with Fusion is like where like I want to be able to put it on me and like in a comfortable way. And I've always liked putting my squeegee in my pouch, not hanging on me or anything. Like that's just where I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's probably part of my bias why I don't like the wider blade is that why I've never tried it. Like I want something that's going to fit into my pouch. So, and you know,
I always hang mine on the side.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Because if I
so.
put it in the front, it hits my knee. It's constantly hitting my knee.
see, I've tried hanging them off to the side and stuff, and it's just like I feel, I don't know. Like
You have to
I
cut the ring off too. You have
that
to take
makes
that
sense.
ring off.
Yeah. I mean,
It catches.
Nick's even told me if I wanted that off to let him know he'll shave it off for me. I
Well, I know
have
he's
never
done some
it.
modifications because I think he did one for, was it Darren? I think it was Darren. He did one for Darren where he made the handle fatter because of Darren's hand. So
Darren likes nice thick.
Darren Reynolds.
Yeah.
From
He likes-
Florida.
He likes a thick
handle.
Thick handle.
With an 8-inch with a thick handle or a 6-inch with a thick handle?
8-inch.
Love you, Dan.
Wait, are we recording?
Oh, we've been recording. No, I'm happy that I've actually installed in the past couple weeks. So think I'm ready. He's in trouble
Why?
because you haven't installed anything.
Yeah, I have. I just did those doors the other day.
You didn't see his setup?
There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, you come down to my house. You're already in my neighborhood in a couple of days. I have.
Oh yeah, I'll
I've
come
only
practice
tinted my
with you.
son's loft.
Oh,
in
and
my
you've got a
garage.
practice window you're making. I'll come practice with you over
Dude,
there.
it's
Yeah.
nice. I like it.
Yeah, I'll be there Sunday to Monday night. So
Well, we're leaving Sunday at 8 a.m.
oh,
to
you're,
drive up.
you're leaving Sunday when? At 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll miss each other then.
Yeah.
I'm flying in at about that time.
Yeah.
What time do you get in Tuesday?
Like 8 or 9 a.m.
Okay.
Why?
No, that's gonna be a crazy day. You're gonna land, have to get to the hotel, get your shit ready. Then we have
2 p.m. is our decorative.
Yeah.
well before that though, we have
The Hall of Fame thing's at like noon, isn't it?
Hall of Fame dinner or Hall of Fame lunch is at 12. At 12:30, we're gonna be taken out of that to do the Hall of Champions. Then we're gonna walk in at 1 o'clock for the opening of the show. They're all the champions are walking into I guess some stage, and that's when they're gonna present the bobbleheads to us. Which they said they were going to get our feedback for the bobblehead in our likeness, which I haven't received a single email or any communication.
So are they going to go with my mohawk and with the mustache? Are they going to go with my mohawk without the mustache? That's going to be funny.
This better be a mohawk for you. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Yeah.
I just got my global entry card, and I forgot the picture I took. I had my big old honking mustache, and my wife and son are laughing at it. I'm like, I miss my mustache.
That's funny.
No, I literally just have been growing my out for this competition.
My
I
wife
had
didn't
it
like
last year.
it, so I shaved it. I was like,
Oh, my wife was cutting my hair the other day, and she like went to go put clippers towards my face. I'm like, you do that, I'm not. I was like, you do that, I will be bald by tomorrow morning. I will wake up in the middle of the night and shave my head myself if you do
get a
that.
tattoo.
Yeah. So she backed away, and I was like, yeah, it's for the competition, and then after that, it'll be trimmed off or trimmed down. I might do, possibly might do what Darren said he was going to do last year. As we progress through the competition, if I make it to the finals, goatee's going to go. It's going to go straight stash. And as soon as we award ceremony comes, clean shaven.
That'll be dope.
But we'll see.
I was trying to get him to come this year too, but I don't think he had the time.
I don't know because he was going to do flat this year. Mm-hmm. Damn, I was hoping he was going to come.
Me too, but busy.
Is Fuller coming?
I think so. I'll reach out to him. I know he's going to the panel meeting. So I think so. I know NGS is landed a monster ass job because it's with Solar Guard's film.
Oh, up in New York. That's a big one.
Schools or?
Building.
Building.
Yeah.
Which film was it? You met?
I don't remember the film, but I know it's like 130,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's always a good one.
Yeah. I was in a meeting with
John? Was it John Nichols?
No, it was advisory. So it was Kevin and Steve,
Oh, okay.
Solar Guard, and they mentioned it. We were talking about what we were going to be doing at the Panorama meeting, what workshops we were going to end up doing, and the new ideas that they're throwing out. And then they mentioned that, and I was like, I haven't heard this. Which build? What is this? And then like, yeah, 130,000 square feet. Like that. I know who rep of the year is. John.
Yeah.
John just won it in one fall swoop. So, but
Good for him.
yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, no, I actually just talked to a gentleman this morning. Guy reached out after one of our, we did our windshield protection film video. Guy out of Boston, his name's Jeff. And he's had questions about the windshield protection film itself. They have a wrap company and they just started adding auto to it. And he wants to add that too. And he was just kind of wanting to know my opinion on the film itself. And I was like, in my eyes, all the films are the same. Do you trust your manufacturer to stand behind the product itself? And how Solar Guard and St. Cobain have been running for the past 10 years. They are last to the party when it comes to product release. But at the same time, I feel like they try to work out as many of the kinks as possible to where they're putting the best possible product out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I started selling it because windshields cost too much now. A new windshield can be anywhere from $3,000, $3,600 on certain vehicles. Now it makes sense to pitch somebody on, hey, you can add this protection for $500, $550, or you can use that as a value add and be like, you know what? You're already doing your entire vehicle. This is usually $550. We can do it for $350 because you're already tinting your windshield. You're tinting your whole car. Like I'm not looking to maximize the profit on the windshield protection because it's not going to take that much time to install because it goes on stupidly easy. And, it's be able to add something to the bottom line. So
Yeah.
why not?
I need to do that to my cars
I have the film. Oh, you should have drove your car out. Damn, I should have told you that.
because I just replaced the windshield.
Yeah, and you were asking me about it. Yeah, we
Put
do.
it on my wife's Jeep and my son's Bug.
You have to replace all of them?
No,
Oh.
I want to put that film on
The
it.
Bug is one I'd want to definitely try on.
2013 Volkswagen Beetle Fender Edition.
I would love to actually put it on that windshield to see how it goes on because that one's curved.
I heard the back window sucks to do that.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It depends on the installer. I mean, they are intimidating to begin with, and as soon as you figure them out, no longer intimidating.
Gotcha.
I used to always be the one like people would turn that away. People would turn the Chevy, the Corvette, like the 07, 08 Corvettes. People turn those away, and it's just knowing what pattern to shrink them in. And as soon as you figure that out, super easy to do. No reason to shy away from them. Like,
Dope.
but.
Is there going to be a race this year?
No, they're doing some kind of contest of some sort. No
No
3K.
running event?
No 3K.
Oh, man.
At least they haven't talked about it. The only thing I've seen from Tint of the Cause is some kind of competition of some sort, not running. I forget what it is. I read about it, but I'm not sure what it was.
I like the one they did in Virginia Beach. That was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, I think they didn't do the run again because last year, like they had a turnout, but they didn't. Like they had a bunch of people sign up, but where they put the start line was confusing to get to from where we were all staying. So it was like by the time it started, I know some people are like, well, we tried finding it, and it was like, nope. I walked back to my room and went back to bed.
Yeah.
So, and I get it, but I mean the run was fun. If that one, I forget what the guy's name. He's won it 2 years in a row now, and I mean, he turned a real fast time last year. I think he did like a
He's
7.
the one who ran Leadville
like
right
7.
before the Virginia Beach, huh?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah. He turned like a 7-minute mile on every mile. It's just like, good for you, buddy. I'll be back here.
I'm walking.
Yeah, that's a little too fast for me. So, but no, I look forward to the decorative, getting that dialed in. We'll get that finally dialed in today.
Nice.
But yeah, no, looking at my, I didn't bring it, damn it. My other bottle, looking at your guys' window from last year, you guys didn't really have any transparency anywhere.
Nope.
So that's got to be a new added addition to it. So I am wondering if everyone paid attention to that.
Well, I don't think a lot. Yes and no. I don't know, because you notice when other people start installing, like last year, Little Joe had the go-kart. That looked really dope. The people from Australia had the haunted house. It was like the fun house. The
Yeah.
haunted fun house.
Mm.
Everybody had something different. And then Chris had the theme park with the alien ship. And then he had the projection screen, which his was dope.
Yeah.
That looked really freaking cool.
I think
Everybody's looked dope.
last year's theme was so broad that everyone could come up with something really different. I think this year you're going to see, I don't want to say a lot of similar things, but there's certain things that you're going to have to hit if you're going to technically capture the essence of Reno.
There's a lot. Like it was a lot of work on the research. Like talking to my wife too, because my wife is helping me a lot. There's too much to Reno. You have Lake Tahoe. You have Mount Rose.
Yep.
Mount Rose. You have a lot going on just around Reno. So it's going to be interesting what people use and what people decide to put in their design.
Well, I'm dying to know if anyone's going to go as far as even putting Tahoe in it, because maybe they might just look at the fact that they just look up Reno. Yeah, Tahoe will come up on the radar, but technically Tahoe is a completely different town. But it's right next to it, though.
Mount Rose has the peak.
Well, yeah, and in my eyes, if you're really capturing the possibility between the peaks, it's going between the peaks of the mountains from Tahoe down to Reno. Like,
Yep.
Reno and Tahoe are one and the same to me. Like if you live in Reno, Tahoe is a constant spot that you're either going to in the winter or even in the summer.
Yeah.
Like going up to the lake it's beautiful. Like I've ran the rim trail race twice now, and both times, like running through and seeing that lake, it's gorgeous. And you are 25 minutes away from Reno, if that. It's right there.
I know it's like last minute on the design. I just thought of something we can add.
Too late. We've already sent in the concept wording and everything.
The freaking robot that we wrapped for JB, that he's literally using like futuristic technology to clean the beaches of nature.
Really?
Like he has he's promoting it like crazy. He's constantly out there. He's got this cool ass drone that literally drives through the sand and picks up all the trash out of the beaches.
That's crazy. I bet a lot of people don't even know about that.
Yeah.
If we can make a small vector cut image, we can make that a piece overlaying on the beach
That's
side.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That would be sick because we wrapped it. It's like new technology that's like, it kind of fits the theme. It's unique to us too. We've got a direct connection to it.
That could be like a little hidden Easter egg.
Yeah.
To see who actually knows about it and catches it. Even because I know we turned everything into Sarah, so she already has all our wording and everything. But if I don't see a problem, that'd be cool if we can get it in.
All right, we just got to make a small design of what it looks like.
I can't believe I just thought of that. I just saw some of his content of it recently. It's pretty cool when you get on his Instagram and look at what he's doing. It's pretty crazy.
It's crazy what you think about after you already have your design.
Yeah.
Like Darren and I, when him and I did our practice up in Florida on his house, and we are like, oh, dude, we could have done this. We could have done this. And I'm like, I know. It's crazy after you have the design, you're ready to go. But it was pretty crazy. We had a lot of pieces last year. We had like 20-something pieces last year. And then on both sides, we had a crap load of pieces. This year, we have a lot of pieces.
Technically, we can put a lot on there because I think covering all the windows, like I think if we print it to where the windows are, the colors already there, the neon colors, and then just lay a piece of film over the square, like I think it's okay if we print it in a way where it's literally like, oh, you guys just printed a diagram and then filled in the space. It's like, yes, but we're putting so many pieces on there. That's the technical part of it.
But that's what you do when you have me come wrap your wall and you want to add all this depth to it. I'm going to put a little marker in certain areas so I know exactly how to piece that in going off of your picture.
Well,
so.
even beyond that, I mean, I don't see how we could get knocked if we were to literally print a little, like not even like little dots indicate, just print it and then print the secondary pieces that stick over the top because we're trying to create the depth. And even if I was also planning on laminating between gloss and matte, so you have the break from gloss to matte, so that's going to add the texture to the to it too, and then throw the reflective film on there too. Even if we are literally printing a base and then literally sticking right on top and covering it to where we know exactly where it's supposed to go, that is what I would do in the field anyway. Why would I make it harder on myself in the field just so the customer can see me that I started with a blank canvas and I'm an artiste and then I'm slowly getting in there, measuring it in place? Like, no, I'm going to print it to where I know my markers are right there.
You're doing like a template layer and then add all the layers on top of it where you just stick them right over the top.
Print on clear vinyl, stick the clear vinyl, and then over the transparency, just literally stick all our solid pieces right on top of it. So we know exactly where it's going.
Anybody that says that that's easy, do it.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see you do it. I want to see you take what's one side probably going to have over 40 pieces.
Oh, at least.
I want to see you do that without markers and make it perfectly lined up because these judges aren't just guys that have looked at stickers. These are actual installers, so they know what to look for. They're going to look at every little piece we do. They're going to see our cut lines. It's a lot more than just having a template and putting it up because something's not going to print right. Something's going to shrink, something's going to stretch, it's not going to line up, and now you're sitting there dissecting and everything. So it's a lot of work.
Yeah, and then even beyond the fact, even if it is a diagram where it is technically peel and stick and lay in those one sections, we're going to have probably, I think, what'd you tell, like 40 something? There's probably even like 50 or 60 pieces on one side. Yep. Like on the Reno side. If we put all the small little detail pieces that we're going to put in, even if it's us just covering something that was printed, we still have to lay every single one of those pieces.
Not have debris, not have your fingerprint on it.
What's our timeline too? How much time do we have?
3 hours. Okay. So Darren and I did it last year. We knocked it out in like 2 hours and 15 minutes. And when we got to the competition, that whole time changed. I think we got it done in like 2 hours, 45 minutes because everything's just going through your head. It's crazy. So we'll see. Bring snacks, bring water. I ate beef jerky and granola bars.
Can we bring that onto the floor?
Yeah, just last year, Sarah said no sandwiches, no beer. I guess someone had alcohol and someone had a sandwich or a burger. That's funny. That's something I would have known. I would have had a big old sub sandwich just chilling there.
Well, if I've got a Hydro Flask, there's no way of knowing what's in it.
A taco plate.
Let's have a small Hydro Flask that's filled with vodka.
We should have like a charcuterie board.
That would be hilarious.
You said no sandwiches, Sarah. You didn't say we couldn't have a spread, all right?
She's so going to lecture us after the event. Listen, guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. I think it's really cool how we teamed up and it's literally you and your brother and me and my son. It's going to be it's a pretty stacked team right there.
No, I'm excited to actually jump into a different competition that I've never done before. So, I mean, as much as I want to do auto, but it is what it is. You know, they restrict us to 2. I think it'd be best served for us to be in as much of the flat competitions as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And even doing like the team aspect, like I look forward to that. Like everyone's sticking together. Which we're going to flatten out today exactly how we're going to do it. But like almost in my mind, I have it. Obviously, the base layer on both sides has to be stuck first. So those line up. And then it literally can be work on each side, slowly piecing together the certain areas. And then if we are going to obviously wet stick some and then we dry stick others, if we are using transfer tape, we got to know like the transfer tape pieces, those got to go on instantly.
Yeah.
Those got to be as soon as the base layer.
We have rubbing alcohol and Rap Attack with us and a heat gun. I'll make sure I bring a heat gun and I'll pick up some extension cords because you know how it is. It's like doing the last window in a building. You've been flying in 1,000 square feet done, and then that last window, you're like, you rip it, you hit it with your squeegee, you have debris, you cut it wrong. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
So something always goes wrong.
Yeah. No, I look forward to it. Should be fun. I like the design. I'm just hoping, like, obviously after we get it printed, I'm just hoping that we didn't go too I don't know. I don't want to say it's not simple, but I'm just hoping I didn't cut it up. Didn't make it not, I don't know, I guess artsy enough. I don't know. I was looking at your guys' design and it's like, I don't know. We got to see what the sample looks like and we'll go from
How much of it did we edit from the AI initial rendering, or is it mostly that?
It's mostly that. Just anything, we took gradients and stuff out and made it more solid colors. So I think I'm just in my head about it. I think I still need to get it printed, take a look at it, especially at scale and size. We're looking on a computer against what's going to be printed out huge. And then also I don't want to bite off too much because then we're not going to be able to finish the install itself.
I think a lot has to do too is when you follow the theme. Like follow the theme. If you follow the theme to a T, your design can't be too simple. I mean, your design's going to be pretty badass if you follow that theme. And I think we followed the theme to a T like I did last year.
Yep.
We literally followed that theme. So
no, theme park, roller coaster. You can get more theme park than that.
Yeah, well, it's like everyone. I'm trying to. We're sitting there pondering ideas, and then it's like, what's the one thing you do at a theme park? You take a picture in front of the roller coaster that you're dying to ride, like Viper at freaking
Magic Mountain.
Yep.
Yeah. Me and my brother have so many pictures of us standing in front of the Viper sign, taking a picture, then going on the ride. So I like how we did this because we have the desert aspect, we have the peaks aspect, we have Reno. You have everything about Reno, which I didn't even know. Tesla, I didn't even know that was out there. Yeah. So that's something new for me. I've never been to Reno. I've driven through Lake Tahoe, and when I was coming over the mountain pass, the first thing I noticed was the lake. Like you see the lake, kind of like the horizon and everything. I'm like, this is going to be pretty dope. And we have it on each side, so you have 2 different sides.
Yeah.
2 different possibilities.
Yep.
Oh,
I didn't think about wording it that way. Yeah,
different possibilities.
The possibilities between the peaks. Yeah.
Yeah. Trademark.
I'm excited to see who else is competing.
Yes.
If we are competing against 3 other people, or if it's just maybe 2, or maybe 1, because I mean, we didn't have to send a portfolio in, so definitely know it's 4 or less. And Sarah's been very tight-lipped about how many people we're competing against. You'll see when you get there. It's like
Sarah.
It's not going to give us a leg up knowing how many people are competing or not,
sure.
But it is what it is. I'm excited to see, because she said there's going to be curveballs coming our way during the competition. So I'm excited to see what those are. Either it being a harder car when it comes to auto, or, I mean, obviously flat. I do think there's a possibility they put that video out on purpose to make everyone think that's what they're doing, and they completely change the frames, and we're walking into completely different systems.
And maybe it won't even be that, kind of like Tinter battles with the chains. No one thought about it. Because even when I walked in, I got there a day or 2 before the event, and I looked up and I'm like, what's going on? Everybody's like, nothing. And I'm like, whatever. I didn't even think about it. And then when I saw the competition, I was like, are you serious? Like, you know how hard that is to have someone hold it? Like when little Joe was holding it and I'm pushing, or if I was holding, he's pushing. You can't.
Oh yeah.
You can't keep that. That was fun. That was cool. I'd love to do that one again. Yeah. That was really cool.
I'm excited to see what happens with that come January.
Yeah.
That's a little further in the future, but I'm excited to see what he does with that. And he's put out some more content recently, but I'm excited to see how that pans out too.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
In Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good old Texas.
Yeah.
Look, Houston's like the one city I haven't really been to. I've flown into Houston and driven out of there, and then driven back into it and flown out. But it's like the
Done
one.
a lot of work in there.
It's
fun.
I haven't spent any time in Houston. Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, like crazy, but not Houston. So
Yeah. And they've only flown in for my race.
yeah, that was the only time I've been
There's a
there.
film manufacturer out of Houston, Audubon. Aren't they out of Houston?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think one of their hubs is Houston.
Sal's in Austin.
No, San
He's
Antonio.
like he's like in between the two.
Yeah, in between San
Yeah.
Antonio and
Austin.
Dallas.
Yeah. He's near the Austin. He's closer, I think, to. I think he's like in between Austin and San Antonio. Like,
I thought he was closer to San Antonio, but
I mean, they're really close to each other. It's like less than an hour from Austin to San Antonio. So you got suburbs in between the two that are like equally.
I wonder what the curveballs are now. Are they gonna like come to Decorative and go, all right, guys, stop, 10-minute break, no one install, and you're just like, are you serious? Like, what is it? Is it just are the windows the same? They never changed them, and it's just a curveball that they.
Maybe they're gonna be hanging from chains.
that would be funny.
Dude,
That would be
they better
funny.
give you more time. Imagine that, those hanging from chains, and you have to do those little
Yeah,
cuts.
they're not gonna do that.
That would be hilarious.
What would be really cool, but I don't know how you would do it because wood could only take so much water as wood frames.
Yeah,
But it'd have to be a new frame for each installer because once that wood gets soggy,
Yeah.
you're screwed.
I've always thought vinyl frames would be good. Like residential frames would be good. It's hard for people to mess those up, so people after can't really complain.
Add a little
And
silicone to them.
and you have to show your cuts. Like,
Yeah.
Well, that's what makes me believe that it is going to be the windows that they presented, but 20 minutes to install 3 panes at awkward sizes.
That can
that-
go wrong very quickly.
That's going to be a serious problem. Like,
And depending on how thick that metal is, and depending on the metal, is that anodized, is that polished, is that raw? If you don't pre-cut and you just sit there and put your piece on and then cut your corners and push it in, that can scratch the film, that can carry debris. Are you going to pre-cut your piece so you can peel it off and let it sit in there perfect? But if you move that the wrong way, now you have a bigger gap on one end than the other.
I don't know if you'll have time to pre-cut 3 pieces and install it. To be honest,
It's going to be
Like-
tricky.
that's going to be, like I said, like if that is what they're going to go forward with, it's to make the judging easier. Because like I said, if half the field finishes in time, that'll be surprising. Like that'll be shocking by itself. Because me thinking about 3 panels, like, so you got to install at least 6 minutes a window and it gives you 2 minutes for time.
And
Like,
clean up.
yeah.
Make sure everything's covered, water's picked up, no blades on the floor.
like it's going to be a very tight window. 6 minutes a panel for a standard like 3x5. When you're doing a bunch of 3x5s at once, you can get to that after you get going. But to go from cold to you got to do 6 minutes a window, good luck. And then the finals, 8 minutes a window, standing on a ladder. Like
Yeah, because it's 2, right?
they
Finals.
they split the main window into 2. At least
Maybe.
that's what they made it look like. So.
maybe.
Or we show up and those frames aren't there no more at all, and they have the complete new design that Sal was talking about at the end of last year. For him to, when he played so coy about the fact when I was like, "Do we have to go behind the bar?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I sent him the video. He goes, "I didn't even know they did that." He made it seem to me last year like he was heavy in the input for the design of the windows or what they were going to do, and I know he is vocal. So obviously he was playing it off. But it's either it's a completely different design and they're just trying it because Jordan did have a good point. They only did it to one side of the system itself. So like if you're trying to make a decoy, then you do it in a sense of we're just going to manipulate 2 windows. We're not going to put any extra effort into it, and then we're going to make a video and put it out just to make them think this is what we're doing, but this is what we're really doing over here. I'm happy that we're doing decorative in the aspect that I know that we're not in the first round.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
one added bonus to doing decorative is you're not in the first round.
Yep.
So that makes me happy. I'm hoping that they're relatively close to each other. So if the first round,
Well, we should know by the rules meeting, right? They should.
no, they're not going to say anything.
No?
Do they tell you what card is in
I
the
mean,
rules
in order,
meeting?
there's going to have to be extra stipulations and rules that need to be gone over based off the type of window frame it is.
They're going to tell
Like
you
in
to
the
peel
past,
it and
we've been
stick
able
and
to
cut,
ask
man.
questions about pulling gaskets or not. Like, so how are you
can
going to
still-
ask the right questions on what the rules are if they don't tell you what the window is?
Just
in rules
ask the
meeting?
questions and they're going to tell you what they like. Can you pull the gaskets? Yeah, before, but make sure they're in while you're cleaning.
I
And
didn't
then you
think
can,
of that.
but you could
I
also
mean, I
go
think
in
they're
and see
gonna
that there's
have
no
to say
gaskets.
something, at least how many windows it is. Like they got to give us some details in the rules meeting of
think
what
so.
the new window is.
I don't know.
I don't think
didn't
they
even
will,
think
'cause they-
about that because we're the first ones walking in on Tuesday, so we're gonna see right there and then what we're getting into.
I just don't think they're going to say anything because they don't say anything in the auto meeting. They are very broad about what they say. If there is a third brake light, yes, you're cutting it. So they'll answer the question, cut the third brake light.
That
But
is true.
they tell you if it's there or not, we don't know. And they know. They're just messing with you. So they are, I think they'll be very,
Could be walking into trapezoid windows. I mean, who knows?
throw a diamond window like the WFR.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I wanted to compete on that window. Might one day. I don't know if they do the competition again. I don't know if they're going to or not. But if they do,
I was supposed to go last year and I couldn't make it work.
I had too much on my schedule. You know, it was such a short turnaround beginning of the year, and that's when everything
Kudos to
picked
the
us.
winner. Little Joe took first place.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He came back from the bottom of the pack because that's cumulative. That's not finals reset. It's a cumulative. He got in, I think, second to last place in the finals, and then he was able to have a good enough window to jump all the way to first. So that means his finals window was on point.
Yeah.
And like those windows were not easy. I was able to judge the previous year because I shit the bed so bad in the first round. And then Marco was a judge and he was in one of the competitions. So I told Dustin, I was like, I'll step in if you want me to. And he's like, absolutely, if you want to. I'm like, shit, yeah, are you kidding me? I get to go up there and mark everyone's windows up? Hell yeah, I want to. Which, you know, there were some objections like, oh, he competed. It's like, I'm not in the finals. You think I care who wins? I don't care who wins.
Yeah.
I'm just going to circle what's in the window, not in the window, and give my opinion.
Yep.
And that's all I pretty much did. I let the two other judges be the main judge, and I was just kind of the sounding board. Like, I just brought up, like, what about this, this, and this? And they said, well, this is how we've been marketing it. I was like, do you. I'm just going to mark stuff and point stuff out.
Yeah.
You know, if I feel like a rubber was cut, like, looked like someone chunked out a rubber or not, I'm going to give my opinion. Whatever you two say, you guys make the judgment call. I'm just here to give my opinion and point things out. That was it.
I'd like to be a judge. I think it'd be fun, but I don't want to give up competing.
Yeah, no, Eric's giving me tons of shit about that. That I need to keep competing until someone I train beats me. He's like, then you can hang it up. He's like, Tom Brady retired after he won. I'm like, all right, first off, calm down. Relax, Eric. Relax.
Michael Jordan did.
After he won 6, though. So I
After
gotta-
3, and then he came back. But
I can't come back, though. As soon as I go to judging, that was the one thing like I wanted Sarah to, they should change the rules on it. It's pretty stupid. Like if someone does go to the judging side, I think there should be a grace period after where like, hey, you got to take the next year off completely.
Yeah.
And then you're back in the pool again. Like I don't see how you have an unfair advantage in that sense. I just don't feel like you do. But that's my opinion, and I'll keep trying to change her mind. If she,
my problem is as soon as you're a judge, any of our guys competing are gonna catch shit. Like,
is what it.
Yeah, because they're going to be like favoritism. Oh, you know how they cut. You know how they squeegee. They could have put a nick in the side of the film.
yeah.
So you know
Well,
what's
people
going-
already
But that's why you
complain
have-
that the judges are biased, and then like that's the ultimate bias. Is
Yeah, but you already have 2 other. That's why you have a panel of 3 judges. And
Yeah.
to be honest, like Sal's one of our really good friends. He's a Solar Guard guy.
I was so not happy
I
when
mean-
I found out he was a judge. I was like,
Oh, I loved it because I know how meticulous
really,
he is.
man? I'm like, damn it.
Like I think it's nonsense. Any of the people that complain about like thinking that there's bias in the judging.
Yeah.
It's like, are you step away from your own ego? It's ridiculous. Like if you really think these guys are taking time out of their week from making money and running their business just to be like, oh, I'm gonna get my friend to win. Like, get out of here. I would like to think, and I know for the fact, every person that does judge, they have a lot more integrity than that. And that's
Yeah,
to question
exactly.
that in my eyes, like, then why are you competing? Get out of here. Just leave. Like, Brian from Eco Tint's been a judge every year except for last year. Last year was the first year he didn't make it. He had something come up. He's our local competitor. He's crowned us 4 out of 5 times. Do you think that he's actively trying to go out of his way to let me crown my competition?
No.
So technically, if you wanted to say like, oh, for us, it's like, well, he's our competitor in town. Like, I don't want him to be judged. He's going to judge me unfairly. Like, no, like, I know he knows what he's doing. He runs a good business. I would trust his company coming into my house to do the job. There's a couple companies out here that I would absolutely let in my house and let him tip my car. Brian's one of them. I want him to judge it. He's been in the industry for decades. He knows what he's looking for. Like, I could care less that he is in the same city as me. I don't care. So it's any of those guys that complain about that. And then also the one rule they should get rid of is the hiding of the box. Who cares? Most of every judge that goes in there can look at all those films and they know whose film it is without looking at a box. They look at the color of the film. Everybody's film has a certain hue or color to it. Majority of everybody can tell what film's on that window. Who cares what manufacturer's box is sitting there? But, you know, it's...
Yeah, because you get deemed points if you don't cover the whole box. You don't cover your tools.
Like I said, when I told my guys, the competition starts when you enter the floor. Your box should already be underneath the table. You should already have your pattern that you're going to... If it is the same frames, they are 58 inches tall by 38 inches wide. Already have a pattern pulled. And have it ready to lay on a pad to chop up into the 3 pieces you want it to be chopped into. That's what I'm doing. And then when it comes to the finals, I will literally put on Facebook the exact dimensions of that pattern if I make it into the finals. And I'll post it. And whoever's in the finals, I'll tag them all in it. Because that was the one thing, that was one reason they had made the push, like, we got to change the frames because someone saw me pull out the plastic pattern last year. And they're like, oh, he has that. And it's like, well, yeah, because I'm smart enough to keep it. Like, what do you want me to do? They didn't tell me I couldn't do it. So I'm going to do it. So until they tell me I can't do it, I'm going to continue to do it. I'll find any competitive edge. That wasn't the
first time it's ever happened either. I did the same thing in 22.
But we did it off in the distance. Not like last year. I literally did it next to the competition windows, like right outside where I was.
No, I used my roll from the first round in my room that night, and I pulled out a piece big enough to have a factory top edge, and I measured it all out and cut a sample piece. And then when I got the roll for the finals, I literally laid that on top of it on the ground on a pad in the floor, like while prepping, and cut it and rolled it up to where I had a factory top.
Yeah, see, I did it. My pattern was already cut beforehand.
People are going to complain like that's not fair, but even I guarantee you're going to have issues.
I mean, that's how you would attack.
You're going to have issues pulling it out of the box and trying to put up there and do a cut. You're going to have issues no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter if you.
I mean, that's what I would do on a project. So why would I not do it here?
It's just saving you time. Every window tinter pre-cuts. You know how many times I've had a film cutter in my hotel room for weeks because we're just sitting there pre-cutting film before we get in the next day.
Yeah.
It's pre-cutting.
You should bring a film handler with you. You're driving up.
I should set it up and everything and just look at everybody like, what?
I think there's been a film handler, I think, at the last 3 competitions. Someone locally or someone wheeled it in, and I'm surprised they haven't nixed it yet because the same thing happened with the peel boards. People would drive to the competitions and have their own peel board, and they push a peel board in for auto, and then eventually someone bitched and complained about like, oh, that's unfair. It's like, no, get here early, go to a hardware store, buy something, and make it yourself instead of bitching.
No, here's the craziest thing to me. There are literally going to be companies there that sell film handlers. They should bring one and set it up on the floor and let people use it if they want to use it while they're grabbing their film.
Because it's promoting their company.
Yeah, like why would they not do that? Why haven't they been doing that?
Because you got to bring all your own stuff. That's always a hard set rule. But you got to bring your own stuff.
But once you get your roll of film and you go off to the side and you cut your pattern on the drop cloth, like who's to say you can't go to 44 Tools booth and use the film handler they've got sitting there?
Just like Tinter Battles.
I would be promoting it. Like, hey, we've got a film handler for any competitors that want to come over and cut their pattern real quick.
No, Sarah should just set up 2 film handlers to the side of where you pick up your film.
Yeah, somebody could, even one of those companies could sponsor a film handler section.
Or just no film handler at all. I think I say no to the film handler and I say cut it out of the box because let's see your skill. Film handler, you can cut 2 sides. You can cut that entire piece perfect. And I know people are against that, but if you know how to use a film handler and you have your film handler down like mine, I can cut a piece perfect.
Oh, I could too.
Just now is that window square. Are those gaskets right? But I think cutting it out of the box, you already have your factory edge. That's like the most important thing is your factory edge. Everything else goes into play. I'm like, you really don't need. I would say X out film handlers completely.
I think that's how it has been that way, hasn't it?
But there's a lot of people that don't know how to cut out of the box. All they use is film handlers.
There was a guy last year that wheeled into film.
Well, and there's the exact opposite too. There's people that still just box cut all the time and don't know how to use film handlers. So.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what they do.
What do
this
you
year.
think about supplying tanks? Like Tinder Battles, how Tint Buster had the tanks out?
The people that develop the tanks, I won't call out either or any of them. They should be the ones talking to Sarah and giving them to her for free.
I think I just think that would be cool because I did like that I didn't have to worry about bringing a tank or a backpack to whichever company I decided to use.
Yeah.
At Tinder Battles because that was a pretty cool.
Yeah, but then how were they being filled up and slip solution put in?
See, that's the other thing. Everybody has their own secret recipe for.
Yeah, I want to fill my tank. I want to put my slip solution in. You know, like
that's why I use a spray bottle. It's one window.
What
spray?
What kind of spray bottle?
Whichever one you can get.
One that sprays water. Like we finally have found the gray ones. We found on an obscure website. You have to order them like 6 at a time. I think you can order more than 6.
The ones from Home Depot, the old school gray ones.
Yeah.
See, I stopped using those because I was doing a bunch of graphics and Rapid Tack and rubbing alcohol was taking the gray paint off. I started noticing it. I'm like, what is this? And I look at my bottle. I'm like,
oh, the white labels and stuff. Yeah. You know, those bottles to me have the best longevity, have the best spray power to them. Compared to the white and yellow ones, those things are hit and miss. You get a good one, and then like the next 2 are crap, or they crap out instantly.
The old school ones that were white with like either a red or a green.
They don't make them anymore.
I know those were the best.
Yeah, they don't.
Those things would never break. They lasted forever. I think that's why they stopped making them because once you had one, you didn't need to buy another one like ever.
Do you guys remember the one? I don't know what film manufacturer made it, but it was when you spray. And when you let it go, it sprays again.
Yeah.
Mike just released his version.
Those were cool.
Mike just released a version of one of those for, I don't know. I think he helped modify it a bit. And now he sells it on Make More Money.
Oh, I'm going to have to hit him up.
And it'll spray upside down. And how he did that is he put a weight. It's the tube itself is loose and flexible. And he put a weight at the bottom of it. So when you flip it upside down, the hose
follows the water.
Follows the water down.
Super cool.
So where if you want to go upside down, you can spray upside down. So especially for clear bra, it makes sense because you're trying to get up underneath to get some either gel or you're trying to get alcohol, tack solution, whatever you're using. You can use it without having to like sit there and prime it and then get 2 squirts and then prime it again and get another 2 squirts.
That is awesome. I have to hit up Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm like fully tanker backpack at this point.
I am when it's not a competition. When it's competition, spray bottle. I can get my soap dialed in exactly how I want. If I have to use more than a bottle's worth of water to do those windows, I've already lost. Like you're already out. Now for the decorative, yes, I'd say let's bring some tanks.
I'll have my mini tank and I'll have my backpack.
Okay. We'll bring some.
I'll have a backpack.
Yeah. We'll bring some of those, and we're already gonna have a couple tanks brought up too.
We need to bring Rapid Tack with us. I have a little left.
I'll order some.
Or actually, mine won't be a backpack. It'll be a spray system. I don't know the full name.
I will be bringing a backpack.
I will have a contraption that sprays water.
So I will have
not to offend.
I will have a bag with an apparatus that is connected to a doohickey, and when I grab the thingamabob, the water comes out.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I'm excited.
No,
we're a week out, huh?
Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
Dang.
We are a week away. So technically,
that's gonna be a crazy week.
4 hours from now 5 hours from now we'll be starting the competition for decorative. So we'll get that fully down.
Man, I got a crazy month. I'm about to fly to California, fly back, then go up there, then come back. Then I got to go to Arizona. Then I got to go back to California.
When do you go to Arizona?
The 13th, but it's early in the morning. It's only like an hour away into Arizona, and then I'll be back by like probably 8 a.m. morning.
When's the 13th? Sunday? Yeah, 11th, 12th, Sunday.
Oh.
11th is on a Friday.
Something like
That's
that.
when we
It's cross country.
No, actually,
it's
no.
like
11th is Thursday because we're not flying back on the 11th. We're flying back on the 12th.
Are you coming back Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're heading out Friday too.
Yeah, no, I already told my guys. Flight's at 6. Works at 9:30, 10.
You having them work on Friday?
Yep.
Poor Diego.
Yeah, Dylan kind of gets to skirt it because he's driving. I mean, that's technically that was the workaround. So technically, if you don't want to, it's I guess you'll save me a plane ticket, but then you have to drive 7 hours.
I looked at it like this. My wife and I were contemplating. She's like 2 hours to get to LAX, 2 hours before your flight, then you land, then get a rent a car. It's only an 8-hour drive. I'd rather drive, relax, stop when I want, chill, get there Sunday
Not
afternoon.
have to drive to LAX.
Yeah, go have some
just
dinner.
avoiding that alone. Yeah, no, I fly in at I think we get in at 7:30 in the morning on Monday,
Okay.
so we can get our rental, relax. I think the first meeting's at 3:30.
Yep.
Wait, it takes 2 hours to get to LAX from your house?
With traffic, if there's
Holy
no
shit.
traffic, I can get to LAX in like an hour and 20 minutes.
Damn.
But with traffic, 2 to 3 hours, depending on traffic.
You guys need another airport.
Well, I fly out of Ontario and John
Ontario's
Wayne
good.
and Long Beach, but
I'm flying into Ontario.
I did not want to do a layover to go to Reno. So the only nonstop was LAX.
Yeah, no, that's where we get lucky. Southwest, 45-minute flight. Hop on the plane, land, we're there.
Yeah.
The good thing is Reno is not pretty small. It is a small airport, so it's not that hard to traverse it, get to the rental car, and get gone.
I like driving though. I'm a driver. I like to drive.
I do like driving, but that drive is so damn boring.
8 a.m. I told my family in the car, I'm going to have my bag of snacks, my drinks, and I'm going to cruise.
It's go time.
Yep. I'm going to convince my wife to make Rice Krispie treats and peanut butter cookies.
No, I look forward to this year. The fact that we're going to have a lot of orange and green all over the place. We have someone in every competition, from the rap competition.
Oh, you have someone in rap too?
Mm.
That's dope. So yeah, I considered wanting to do that, train for a year and go do that, but I'd have to give up decorative and flat glass, one or the other.
Is it just color or is it a design?
I did not read the rules for that yet.
Last year it was
just color.
and I think they had to do a side door, a mirror.
Well, they did a mirror, and the prelim was a mirror, which everyone thought, like, why not make that the finals? Because mirrors are always the hardest. Hardest part about that competition is the judges stand and watch you because they want to see how you tack it and install it, because they can see if you're going to overstretch. It won't show right then because they're judging it right after.
Oh, yeah.
But depending on how you install it,
Longevity.
they all know, like, all right, that is going to pull no
That's
matter
smart.
what. So
That's smart.
that was the one, like the couple installers I talked to, they said that was the one thing is you have the judges literally hovering over your back while you're installing, seeing exactly what you're doing, see if you're going to do something where you're going to hide something or try to get away with something, and they'll know exactly what you're doing. So that is, to me, that was intimidating.
I wouldn't be worried about the hiding thing because even if a judge is watching me, if you mess up and you hide something and it's good enough and a judge notices that, they'll give you kudos on that. But the whole stretching and
The
everything.
stretching
yes.
thing. You
The
can
cool
overstretch.
thing about that, though, is that hopefully they get good feedback at the end. So it's like a good learning experience, too.
Mhm.
Because if you do something that you didn't even realize is something that's probably going to cause problems down the line,
Yep.
if you're getting the feedback on that afterwards,
See, I didn't even
that's
think
going to
of
be
that.
helpful.
Yeah. If you let your pride go.
Yeah. I
think-
mean, if you go there with that in mind,
I think the majority of the guys that probably competed last year were all high-end installers. They all knew what they could get away with and not get away with. Whereas
Yeah.
you know if you're overstretching it. I mean, I consider myself, I can install wraps, and I even know, like, all right, I can pull and stretch this on and make it look good right now. But like 2 or 3 months from now, this person's coming back because it's going to 100% pop back on me. It doesn't matter what I do. I can try to singe it as much as I want. It's still going to retract on me, depending on how far I try to push the vinyl. So I think would be a good idea would be do a design, have them install a printed graphic, because if you over distort it, it'll be a lot more noticeable. Solid color still will distort if you overstretch it. It'll change the shade of the color. But in a printed wrap, you will see it, like if you have any distortion really anywhere, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb. Yeah. But I have to read through the rules. But no, Foster is doing clear bra and then he's doing the wrap. So I told him, I was like, you want to do wrap too? You're already up there. And he was like, I was like, you win. Is it 10 grand? Or did they bump that? No, that
which
wrap's
one's
only
Foster?
10 grand. It does all our PPF.
Is that the guy that's usually here in the afternoon
Yeah.
when I was coming in? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
Right.
super cool. Got to remember to close the door. Close the door. Close the door. That guy's.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That was
How many guys do you have in car? In auto?
Brendan, Dylan, Luis. I think that's it. 3. Chris.
And then flat
Peterson.
glass?
Armando, Diego, me, Josh, Ian, you, Lyric. 7.
Nice.
So definitely have a lot in flat. And then we have decorative, and then we have paint protection 2. I didn't even think about it, and I actually kind of feel bad. I should have put Luis in it too. Like, he hasn't done really any paint protection. He's done some paint protection for us, but he knows how to do it. And I should have threw him in it just for the experience.
Yep.
Just to get get it underneath his belt. Didn't think about it until I think last week, and I was just like, damn, I missed that opportunity. Oh well. I could always ask Sarah when we're up there if there is a free open spot and there's a possibility.
Do it now. They have a wait list because Darren last year was trying to do flat glass, but it was already packed. And I believe Chuck Cochran, and they were on the wait list waiting for someone not to show up. But I think everybody showed up. But Chuck was telling me, he's like, no, there's an actual wait list. So if you want to do that, I'd probably get a hold of her now.
I'll call her.
So she can put them on there.
I'll give her a call after we send in our last little final things. I'll wait.
Call her so she could yell at you.
Yeah. Well, as soon as our program starts working, that guy should be here hopefully in about the next 10 minutes. So get that up and going.
Hell yeah.
And then get our samples going and figure out how we're gonna get the final edits on our layers. I have a good idea of how we're gonna do it. Biggest thing is I want to see the images back to back installed, because we're probably going to be adding, I think, a peak somewhere, just because how they're going to overlap on each other.
That's what helped us last year. Was once we added it, I think we started off where we wanted to do 11 pieces on one side, 6 pieces on the other, and then I'm like, no, we need to add way more pieces. And I think we ended up with like 20 something, like 21 or 22 pieces on one side and like maybe 15 on the other. Yeah, because you need it up. You need to put it up. So
yeah,
I think one day I'll invest in an actual window that size to do it for like practice and put it on wheels. Kind of like a peel board.
Yep.
So
I would have had one if I would have ordered the glass for the peel boards systems I bought from Mike. I just haven't ordered their glass yet. And I know Brennan's waiting for me. We would have had actually like a 6x6 to where we could have literally just kind of taped out an exact frame. But
that's what we did. I got blue tape and I did the corners and like, this is where it needs to go. Cause Darren's house, he had a big old bay window in his what would that be? I don't know what that room was called in his house, but that worked out really good.
Yeah. And we have that transition window between the offices. Actually, it should work out pretty well. We can at least scale it to almost size. So
yeah,
and then be able to put it
it'll
up.
Be fun.
Get some recording of us doing it, and then also set up the camera to record us do it while we do it, and then we can actually put a full video together from start to finish of it being printed.
Josh could lecture us on what we did wrong.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll be there to hand you guys tools and whatever you need.
Like all the sports parents and my son's hockey team, there was a dad that would videotape his son. I felt so bad because it wasn't on our team. It was one of the other teams, but he videotaped his kid. And then after you hear him lecture, this is what you did wrong. And I looked at my son. I'm like, I will never do that to you. Have fun. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man.
I can prepare the charcuterie board.
Taco plate. You come with the taco platter. You're.
We should push the limits on what you said. No sandwiches.
I was just going to say
said nothing about. You said nothing about not having a prime rib. Okay.
Or a ramen bowl. Like come with the ramen bowl.
Just have a board with a thick piece of meat and just slicing off layers of meat. Well, you didn't say we couldn't have this.
Well, everybody was laughing because I was doing something and I was hungry. And Darren's like, "What do you want?" And I think we had beef jerky sticks and like these weird cookies. So I'm installing it. He's handing it to me and I'm eating and everyone's down. I'm like, I'm freaking hungry.
That's hilarious. Well, we'll get that dialed in today, and then a week from now.
Yeah, this is coming out next week while we're there.
Yep.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. Can't wait to see everybody. This is going to be awesome.
Yep. I can't wait to see everyone's face when I walk into the meeting the way Eric wants me to. I'm totally blaming Eric for this.
You getting like a radio flyer?
I technically already have one.
Oh, okay.
Can I hold the boombox with the opera music in the back going?
Oh no. I'm gonna leave the boombox or speaker in the cart, and then I'm gonna hit play as I walk in. And it's going to be the same song I walked out to at Tinner Battles.
What if you trip while you're walking in and face plant?
Trophies
go everywhere.
Wait, you doing that into the rules meeting?
That's what Eric wants.
Oh, I'm going to miss that. Dang. Jordan, you need to record
He won't be there.
Huh?
He won't be there.
Oh, he won't?
Oh, my God.
I'll record him for you.
You're not coming?
Seeing that he has a child that could be like literally get a phone call right now.
Oh, man. Who's recording everything then?
Hey, they have hospitals in Reno, bro. Come on.
Oh, she can't travel. He could be back pretty quick.
No, I know what he's going through right now because last year at SEMA, my wife's sister, their first kid. And I'm like, don't you dare have that baby while I'm at SEMA. She had the baby right when I got back from SEMA. I was like, thank God.
We're gonna have the DJI camera. We'll have plenty of extra people around to hold the camera and record things.
Plenty of iPhones.
Can I follow behind you with my 2 trophies and my participation trophy?
I should call Chris and tell Chris, dude, you gotta bring your trophies out with you. We're gonna all walk into the meetings with trophies.
Well, I don't have my second trophy. I gave it to Darren because I wanted the board. I wanted the check. So I'll walk in with my check, my trophy, all my medals. I'll be like Mr. T with all the medals.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if I do it justice the way Eric wants me to. Because Eric's like, dude, you imagine everyone look on their face if it's the first time they're competing and you walk in with all your trophies in a cart and like playing music. And I was like,
you gotta have all your installers carrying something for you. Like you don't hold nothing. You walk in.
Yeah, there you go. You don't need a cart. Just have everybody holding it. A giant posse behind you.
Medals and everything. That would be funny.
No. Dude, Eric wants me to walk around the competition floor with it. And I was like, that's not happening, dude. I'm not pulling.
You better win. If you do all this, you better win. Just look at your brother's face. He goes, I'm going to talk so much shit.
I already pretty much put it out there enough to where it's, if I don't place high, people are already going to come down on me. I mean, that happened at WFR. I had one person beat me, get a slightly higher score than me, and both of our windows sucked. And he was on cloud 9 that he finished higher than me, which, I mean, good for you. But we both scored in the 60s, dude. We sucked. Like, we were bad. Like, there's no reason to, it's not something you brag about. Like, just like keep that to yourself. Like, yes, you beat me in this.
I would have just winked at you and be like, I beat you, Ricky.
Yeah, that'd be fine. But going on about it for a couple days on in. But, I was able to get back 2 weeks later when we went to WFCT and I won that. So
there you go. Hell yeah.
It is what it is. So, all right. I think it's a good spot to end it.
Yep.
And we'll see how the competition goes. And I'm going to say good luck to you too. Have fun taking second and third.
I'm going to beat your ass. Just get ready.
See, this is where the cowboy fan comes out on him. Like if you were to say, hey, all right, it snowed in Alaska for the last 10 years. What would you bet that it's going to snow again this year?
Do you think I have any faith whatsoever that the Cowboys are ever going to win anything? I gave up on them a long time ago. I'm not the delusional Cowboy fan that still thinks they're good.
But you're still thinking that way. It's been 10 years of us competing against each other. And you've never beat me.
We haven't competed against each other that many times. First off.
8 times. And then Otto too. More than 8. So at least 10 times.
All right.
Never beat me in any of those competitions. It's just the numbers. I'm not being cocky. It's just statistics.
Okay.
The numbers don't lie.
What about this? I beat you both at Tinner battles. All right, so let's end it there.
Yeah,
okay?
You did.
Let's just stop.
You did.
All right, I'm happy I have 2 dads. All right, can you guys stop fighting, please? Like, come on. We're supposed to be a family here.
I'm about to make another shirt. All right,
that's a good spot to end it. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Well, we will get back at you after the competition, and we'll figure out how this thing pans out. So.